All right, you've got your suntan lotion, a giant cooler, and 3 cheap novels. You're ready for a summer road trip. But are you up to date on your summer auto maintenance? It's time to ask our auto man. Brian Bowersock from West Escondido Auto joins us this morning to talk about that very topic. The unofficial start of summer, obviously, last weekend. But now we're getting into some warmer temperatures. Of course, not today. We're drizzling today. But a lot of people heading out to Palm Springs, heading out to desert-like areas, and a lot of times things can go wrong when you get into those warmer temperatures. Tell us a little bit about what we should be looking for before we head on the road.
Absolutely. Well, today we should be looking at wiper blades,
right.
but we'll move on for the warmer temperatures here. Things that happen with a car, especially cooling system-wise, when the temperatures start to come up, even battery failure, extreme heat, just as bad on batteries as extreme cold. Making sure your vehicle's serviced so it's ready to go. It doesn't leave you alongside the road. When you talk about temperature of a vehicle, temperature outside, cooling system, first thing we think of, hose failure, thermostat sticking, things like that, a lot of times in the automotive field. But also transmission related, heat's very hard on fluid cooled things also in the vehicle. So transmission servicing to keep the fluid clean, make sure transmission's not overheating. Servicing the cooling system also helps with that.
So what do you go in and say, though? Because I'll use myself as an example. My husband and I are going to go to Palm Springs here in a couple weeks. Do you just go in and say, okay, we're going to be in 110 heat here in the next couple of weeks. Can you make sure my car's ready to handle that heat? I mean, what do you ask for when you go in?
Hopefully you've been getting your vehicle serviced regularly by a quality facility. I know you have. And they're taking care of and looking at your vehicle and bringing it up to snuff with things. If not, and you haven't been getting service, you're kind of behind. It's a good time to go in and say, look, I'm getting ready to head out on a trip for the summer. To a quality facility that you can trust and say, hey, look, I just like my vehicle to be looked over really well. I'm going to head out to Palm Springs, or we're going summer vacation across the country, halfway to see family, or whatever it may be. That way they can take a good look at your vehicle and make recommendations to you and let you know things that may be needed. If you have not been going to that facility, and this is a new place that you pick, it's a good idea to let them know, hey, I'm behind on my maintenance. I haven't done anything for this.
Just be honest and upfront.
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's not hide the shell here. We would like to know what's going on with your vehicle, or if you've been servicing it. It helps us to take a good look at the car and let you know what's going on.
Because the last thing you want to do is obviously end up on the side of the road while you're driving out there on the 10 or wherever you are. But if you are stuck in that situation, what are some of the things you need to look for if your car starts overheating? I mean, what are some of the signs that, hey, it's time to pull over and you better call AAA or call somebody?
Obviously, watching the lights on your dash, temperature gauge, things like that are things that a cognizant driver always checks when they're driving. I know a lot of people don't, but it's a good idea to keep an eye on. If you see steam coming out from underneath your hood, my suggestion to most folks is pull the vehicle over, safe spot where you're safe, turn it off, let it cool down to the steam subsides. Don't open radiator caps, things like that. People get burned often. So it's one of those you want to be careful. Once you turn the vehicle off, just let it cool down. And then from that point, once it's cooled down, obviously you can assess or get somebody to assess what's going on with it.
Give it a timeout, right?
Correct, because in high temperatures, if hoses haven't been serviced, things like that is when you get blown hoses. You open a hood that's steaming, it's actually steam coming out, and it can burn you.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Brian Bowersock. Lots of good advice. Of course, go to our website, sandiego6.com, and click on Hot Topics for a lot more information on summer road trips, getting everything checked out.